Welcome to Maintainer's Garage. I'm Bags. Today we're going to be changing our passenger and driver sun visor, sunshade on our 99 Corvette. It's a complicated little process apparently. I have the factory service manual on an old computer over there and it has good detailed instructions. I'll make sure I get still images of those, put them in the video, so not only will you have me telling you, you can read for yourself exactly how the factory tells you to do it, because clearly that's the only way I'd know how to do it. And you've got a little locking tab here, and it's got two separate locks on it. When it's in the car, you take a screwdriver. There's a little slot right there, and I'll show you on the one in the car. And you put the screwdriver in it, leverage against it, and you end up turning it, and then it unlocks one lock as you pull down, and then you have to push up and rotate the rest to pull it out. Then there's a connector here, and the connector plug is up in the roof. You'll have to pull that out of the roof in order to hook this up. But like I said, I'm doing the passenger and the driver side. I don't know which side you're going to see. Whatever side comes out better in video, that's what you're going to see. And like I said, I'll go ahead and throw up some still images of the installation process, or excuse me, the removal process, and I'll even do a picture of the installation process. That way you can kind of go back through it, and I'll probably give you 3 or 4 seconds per each still. So, and I'll just keep talking right now. So you won't see my face. You're just going to see those stills through all this. So that way, if at any point you want to pause and read the instructions, so it's not just some moron telling you, you can actually see how the factory tells you to do it. All right, well, now we've got enough of that. We're going to get in the passenger side here and start there. I just want to show you that slot is right there on the lock mechanism there. And you put a screwdriver in there, and you kind of leverage against this arm here as you pull this down and rotate. I don't think, there we go, that's even better. There you can see that slot really well there. And I got 2 screwdrivers. I'm not sure which one's going to work best. And you can see this thing's a little flappy and dusty. So the factory manual tells you to pull this down, point it towards the windshield, and stick a screwdriver up in here and press up and rotate and pull down on like that. And okay, I don't channel on this arm that lines up with that slot. So with this screwdriver, what you do is you end up catching the metal arm and that, and then what you're supposed to do is push up and continue rotating, and it's supposed to come down. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, I'll see if I can get that in frame. And there's a connector up there. I can feel it. You just kind of got to manipulate the wiring in order to get it to come down. This little flap right here, when you push on this, you should push this connector towards the roof. You'll be able to get a little screwdriver under there, maybe. And be careful, you'll stab yourself with this screwdriver or your roof. Man, I cannot believe this thing is that strong. And clearly, I am not a professional. Come on. Come on, man. There we go. You're not even in there now. Okay. And it might be old and crusty and kind of stuck in there. So just pull that out and you can throw that in the you-know-what bucket. So the instructions on this are connect the, you have your little locking nipple there. That goes under that piece of plastic. So you shove that in. Then you have to push this up and kind of that way towards the center of the car to get it out of the way for this. Much like, because if this will be in the way of this lock, so you've got to get it out of the way. What's going to keep happening is you'll keep hitting the roof of the car as you're trying to turn this and move it and shove it into some cavern that sort of doesn't exist. There's a, oh, there we go. So yeah, on the inside of that, of the locking, this plastic housing that this slides into, it extends up and into the roof. So you've got to go up and over that thing. You don't need the screwdriver for the installation. So what the instructions say is midway, have this midway between the window and the windshield. Well, if you look, this thing has a kind of a triangle shape. The locking mechanism has a triangle shape, so you're trying to line those up. And once you get those lined up, I've got you, there we go. So then what you do is you push up and you continue to rotate this as you're pushing up all the way to the front of the windshield, because you want this to spin and it's got to catch two separate locks. So as we do that, all right, we got one of them locked, but there's a little bit of, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bit of a gap here. That's got to go up in and be twisted to lock. Almost. Okay. Apparently it's locked. And the best way to know how it's locked is when you get your sun visor done, pull it down, pop it out of this lock, and if you rotate it this way, this base, this little locking, the plastic that was a part of the sun visor should not spin. Yeah, okay, so apparently it's locked in there. All right, and yeah, that's some interesting discoloration, but yeah, looks like it matches, works well. All right, hey, look, the lights work. Wonderful, perfect. And that's doing this one. Like I said, I'm going to go do the driver's side. You're only going to see one of these. Whichever one turns out on camera better is the one you're going to see. All right, that's changing out your driver and passenger sun visor. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for watching Maintainer's Garage. Have a great day.